that commander light so nobody joins at random. Alright, here we go, getting into the very first game, casted by me at least. I'm not sure if they started another one yet over there. We got DeathereX versus Revolt, a ZVZ on Abyssal Reef. So spawning up here in the top left, in the pink trunks, we got DeathereX. Down here in the bottom right, in the green, it is the other Zerg, Revolt. So all kinds of excitement going on at the moment. We got these overlords moving out. Oh, impressive. Usually in ZVZ, it'll depend on what route they want to go. You'll either have two people that are trying to play slightly greedy, or you'll have two people trying to play really aggressive, or you're going to have one person play greedy and one person play aggressive, and those are the exciting ones. Is when somebody's trying to play aggressive and they have to get damage done, and the other one's really trying hard to defend the natural. But looks like both of them are opting to get the expansion. Revolt slightly later on his. Shouldn't be too big of an issue though. He does have one more drone though, so that's interesting. Spawning pool down for both. Yep, looking like a hatch gas pool for... actually... nope, never mind. Okay. He got his gas a lot earlier, I think. Yeah, way earlier, because Revolts isn't even done yet. So DeathereX getting the slightly earlier gas, as well as the earlier hatch. And yeah, all kinds of excitement going on. Metabolic boost started for DeathereX. He's getting that very fast ling speed. On the other side, nothing yet for Revolt. He doesn't have the gas to do it yet. Probably due to that getting the later gas, of course. Two lings pop out for him, while 4 lings are coming from DeathereX. So, looking like, oh, here we go, Baneley Nest. We got a Baneley Nest coming from DeathereX, so looking like he's gonna try to apply, I guess it could be defensive Banelings, but I'm assuming since he's getting the faster tech, he might want to try to apply some pressure. It was a good trade for DeathereX. By 1 Zergling, so I guess not really a big deal, and he loses another one there, so evens out. Ling speed finishing up for DeathereX. Ling speed getting pretty close for Revolt, but not quite there yet. He's also getting his own Baneley Nest. So it looks like he wanted to get that economy up and running first. So I'm kind of liking the build order from Revolt a little better. He's ahead by 6 supply right now. And I guess DeathereX just took a slight worker lead. And yeah, now he's actually building stuff, so... I guess I don't really know how Zerg works that much when it comes to going back and forth in supply, because now DeathereX has like a 6 supply lead. Both of them going for their 3rd base. Absolutely no aggression this entire game so far. They both know that they're taking their 3rd base, scouted with the Overlord. Actually, let me confirm that for DeathereX. Yeah, he did see it. Pause called from Revolt. Looks like he wants to fix his hotkeys real quick, and then he will get back on that. While we are waiting on that, how's everybody doing in the stream? Got a couple hellos from Blacksword and Storkles. It's good to see you guys. Looks like we got 11 viewers as well, so that's cool. And here we are getting back into the game. Maybe, if DeathereX is ready. Apparently not. Rip. Oh, there, now he's ready. And...
Game resumed.
That's apparently a thing now. Never been in that situation before. So looking like DeathereX is trying to put on some Baneling pressure here. Queens are already set up at the top though, so I don't really see this doing anything. He's gonna Bane bust these queens, I guess. And yeah, that was not a successful attack from DeathereX, I don't think. At all. He put some damage on the queen, on one queen, and that's about it. And then once they get a transfuse up, that'll be all taken care of, I'm sure. That was kind of a nice little pick-off, getting the lings out there. Oh, that was a huge Baneling. Oh my gosh. That was really good for Revolt. Still pumping out a ton of lings. Let's look at the supply differences here. Slight worker lead in favor of Revolt. However, DeathereX is pumping out a ton more units. He is definitely looking to be the aggressor here, pushing at the third base. Baneling's rolling in to push this away. And DeathereX, I can't really do anything about it right now, I don't think. He doesn't have anything to deal with those Banelings. He's got to be very careful or else he'll lose all those lings. Oh, that was some good micro though. One more Baneling left. Oh, and the Speedlings playing keep away. And they won that game of keep away. The queens are here though to help. He should kill all these queens. That's actually a really big deal. Let's see. Roaches in the production tab for... I didn't even notice that the Roach Warren went down. That's probably why he's having such a hard time holding this at the moment. It's because he was going for a tech switch into Roaches. But once they get over here, they should be able to hold this a lot easier, I think. Roaches trade pretty well against Zerglings for the most part, unless they just get absolutely overwhelmed, which I don't think this is enough wings to do that. Oh, it's going to lose that hatch, though. He focuses down, and he's just going to run away with the wings. I think Revolt needs to counterattack, like, right now. He knows that DeathereX has a third, and granted, it is not saturated yet, but that is more production that he has that Revolt does not have. Looks like DeathereX trying to poke in here. Not gonna happen. There's a wall there. A great wall of roaches. And instead of counterattacking, he's gonna just try and defend and get his own third back up, which I don't know if I like that call. He already knew that DeathereX has his own third base. He scouted it with the Overlord. This is kind of a nice little wall with the one roach. I don't think I've ever actually seen a Zerg do that before, so that's interesting. On the bright side for Revolt, he does have some really nice creep spread going on right now. There is absolutely no creep spread to be heard of over on DeathereX side of the field. I don't think he made a single creep tumor this entire game, actually. Nope, no he did not. So that does allow Revolt to have at least some vision on the outside of his base. He should know when the attack's coming. A little skirmish going on over here. The roaches are all going to get cleaned up. That's Nice pickup for DeathereX. And I'm surprised he doesn't just counterattack after that. Oh, I guess he knows about these roaches over here. Lots of roaches. It'll be tough to deal with if they can get in a choke point. For those lings, it'll be tough to kill off all these roaches. I don't think he's utilizing the minerals as best as he could, but Mutas are out now, easily going to clean that up, and Revolt's in a bit of an awkward situation. I don't know if he has enough anti-air to deal with Mutas at the moment. He's getting up Spore Crawlers as we speak, but he needs, I don't know, he needs Hydras, he needs something other than Roaches, obviously, if he wants any chance of winning it from this point. Hydras are his own Mutas, but playing from behind in a Muta war is usually not the way to go. There goes the Hydralisk den. Muta's getting their +1 attack. And right now, it's looking a little bit scary for Revolt. Lost a lot of queens. He lost his third base for a while there. He's in a bit of an awkward situation. Let's see. Doesn't look like anybody is opting to take their 4th base yet. Yeah, it looks like DeathereX is just planning on pushing, but I don't know. DeathereX is actually dropping quite a bit in supply. Hydras are out now, so he can contest these Mutas. Revolt did lose a lot of drones there. That is one good thing going for DeathereX in that fight. But look at the supply, like that. The supply just flipped. Revolt's actually in a pretty decent situation right now, I think. DeathereX just hasn't been... He's been so focused on aggression ever since the Roaches came out. Well, I mean, guess really this entire game after they both took their 3rd base. It's all been DeathereX on the offense. But he lost a lot of supply there, and if Revolt decides to counterattack, I don't know if he'll be able to hold with just a handful of Mutas and Lings. Ling's not very good against Roaches, and Muta's not very good against Hydras. Banelings coming in, that might help a little bit, especially against the Hydralisks. If they can connect with the Hydralisks, that'll be a big deal. Muta's going out on the map. And they will be scouted by this Overlord. With that, it's going to trigger either Revolt to attack or to defend. He's going to go attack. He wants to bring them all back, and they actually all do come back. That's surprising. Gets that queen almost immediately. Gets a lot of the Lings. DeathereX not fighting with his whole army. That's actually an issue. Here come the Banelings, getting on top of a lot of the Hydras, actually. That was going to make these Mutas a lot harder to deal with. However, Mutas do not kill Roaches very fast, so I believe Revolt is doing the right thing, splitting up all of his Roaches, doing as much damage in as many possible places as he can. Going for the 2nd base, trying to even out the bases. He does not know about this 4th base that went down yet. He is going to lose his entire army up here, that's for sure. He's just trying to do as much damage as he can with it before they all die. Got some decent drone kills there for sure. Let's check the worker supply. Worker is now back in favor of Revolt by actually quite a bit. He's actually droning up, but he does have Hydras though, so he does have a way to deal with Mutas. That's what I was worried about. Replacing Spore Crawlers. And these Roaches actually still not cleaned up yet. Oh, he's going to get the spawning pool. That's a big deal. Roaches heading over to this drone line to clean up that queen, and there's a ton of drones here. I'm actually really starting to like Revolt's spot again. I was not a fan earlier, but he has held on, and he is back in this game for sure. Definitely in the lead from my point of view. 94 to 54 in supply. These Roaches are still uncontested. 8 kills to 6 kills, and they're... Oh my gosh. We just lost so many workers at that mineral line. 9 and... Oh, no, before you die. 9 and 6, 9 and 7. Woo, that is a lot of drone kills. So we're looking at 48 drones to 29, plenty of Hydras to deal with a few Mutalisks on the map, not that there are very many left. Looking like, how many is in a row? 8, so 8 plus 5, so we're looking at 13. 13 Mutas. Hey guys, I can math. I'm surprised he didn't commit, there's only one Queen there, and here come the Hydras. Gets the Queen, but that's about all he's gonna get, and he's immediately just gonna have to back off. Now, I think Revolt does need to find this base very quickly. Otherwise, DeathereX will be able to eventually catch up, having that base advantage, because Revolt is definitely starting to mine out in a lot of his bases. He needs to either take his own 4th or kill this one, like right now. Oh, DeathereX just taps out. GG. Okay. Well played to Revolt, getting the first win of my stream tonight. Let me check on the brackets. I should be getting to play here pretty soon. Let's see, bracket, we got McLovin winning his. Oh, this is a best of 3, never mind. I thought this was just a best of 1.
User was moved to your channel.
Welcome to the caster's desk. Are you on EU?
Yeah, I am.
Hang on one second. What is your name in game?
It's Freaky Man.
Okay, got it. There you go.
Yeah, I guess I still have some time until my game is up.
Alright, so here we go, getting into game number 2 of DeathereX versus Revolt. It is again a ZVZ.
Let's see if one of them decides to change their game plan compared to the last match.
Yeah, it was pretty similar. They both went for their 3rd base. They had a very similar playstyle, getting the Baneling Nest, and then it kind of all changed when finally one decided to go Roaches and one went Mutas. I really liked DeathereX's position at one point in that game, and then it just, I think he took a couple really bad engagements aggressively, and then really put him behind.
I feel like he should have tried to snipe drones with his Mutalisks because they aren't as great in open engagements.
Right.
And he should have tried to just get his attention and poke around, I think.
So right off the bat, we got a pool and then gas coming out of Revolt. So he is going to be the aggressor this game. DeathereX going for his 2nd base. So it is going to be on Revolt to try and cancel that. But first, he needs to figure out where his opponent is. Maybe he realized, he's like, oh, this is a 4-player map, so he's most likely going to take an early expansion. Maybe I can take advantage of that and maybe catch him on his greed. And that looks like what Revolt's trying to do. The only issue is that he has no idea where his opponent spawned. And cross-spawn, it's going to give DeathereX about as much time as possible to get units out to deal with it.
I feel like he maybe should have scouted with the drone earlier.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like in a mirror matchup, that would really put your econ quite a bit behind.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if it's worth it.
He's going to check the top right. He's not going to find anything there. Overlord's just getting down there to the bottom, sees that there's nothing there right now.
And he's still making links, though.
Yeah, he's definitely applying the aggression. He just needs to figure out where DeathereX is. And checking the wrong spawns, this is actually buying DeathereX quite a bit of time. And it does... Oh, he sees the links. He's going to think that his base is up here because of where the links are coming from.
Yeah, he's really committing to the aggression with the Baneling Nest as well, but DeathereX is doing the same. For defensive purposes.
Yeah, defensive banelings. Usually pretty mandatory when this is coming across the map. Now, if Revolt really wanted to... Oh no, the Queen just popped out. I was going to say, if he really wanted to, he could start focusing on that Bane Nest, but does not have that option anymore. Speed just finishes, and so in Ling battles, he's definitely going to have an advantage.
Yeah,
He gets that
20
Queen.
seconds to go.
That's already really nice. Baneling Nest just about to finish for DeathereX. He should be making his own Banelings, but he doesn't have any more Lings. They all died already.
No.
This is actually looking really good for Revolt now. I think DeathereX just playing to the map a little too greedily. Those Banelings were not very efficient, but these Lings are just going ham in this mineral line now. We should be seeing GG here fairly shortly. Yeah, no more drones.
Yes.
There's GG. With a little bit of cheesy play coming out, we do see a quick, swift finish and a quick 2-0 for Revolt. Congratulations on making it to the next round. With that said, DeathereX is not eliminated yet. This is a double elimination tournament, so he... Revolt